So we're just on our way to see a Citroen C5 that I've seen on Marketplace. It's £275. It's chucking out blue smoke, and I don't know much more than that. So let's see if it's worth repairing. So here she is. I managed to get it home last night. It drove absolutely fine, to be honest. I unplugged the math sensor and it drove absolutely fine on the way back. My girlfriend was behind me and she said that the smoke stopped after around 5 minutes of driving. Basically when it got up to like halfway on the temperature gauge, just basically off of cold. So it could be something perhaps to do with it being cold and it not getting the right amount of diesel. I'm just going to show you what this C5 is doing. So see if I can unlock it. First of all, I'm pressing the key. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I assume that's something to do with this BSI module. I've just put my battery booster on. I'll see if it will start, because what's happening is it's really struggling to start. So like, it's basically almost starting there, like it's coughing. Just have to press go on my pack again. It's coughing, and it'll cough like that for quite a while. And then eventually it'll start. It'll run really rough, it'll smoke a bit. I've given it loads of glow plugs as well. So it's almost there. Try again without it being in gear. So it started. So that's it started. It runs like a bag of crap until it eventually gets past. So you can see kind of the engine rattling. That level, that stage, is probably smoking a bit, not yet. So once it gets sort of past that initial first level, it runs okay, you know what I mean? It's obviously once it actually does start, it is not the warmest, so it's just starting to puff a little bit of smoke now, but it's not the warmest, it's maybe 1 degree, but I gave it five glow plugs, 5 heater plugs, without doing anything. But now look, it runs fine. Runs absolutely fine now. So once it eventually starts, I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds terrible. Almost like it's trying to self-destruct. And what we got smoke wise, not that much smoke yet, but it will smoke a bit more than that as well. It smells very sort of diesely. Now it's started. Now it's actually started. It runs fine. It drives fine. There's kind of no problems with it once it's actually started. The lady did tell me that I bought it from that it jerks sometimes, and it kind of almost feels like it's going to stop on her. So the only code I'm getting is P0215. They've just started the car once, yeah. Just see what it does now. See, this is the weird thing. I mean, it doesn't run the best, yeah, at the moment. Yeah, it runs terribly. Sounds like it's gonna blow up, you know. But then it's cleared. Very smoky at the back, very smoky. Very smoky now. Interesting. Very interesting. plumes of white smoke now. Interesting. Obviously I'm revving the engine, yeah? Very interesting. But now you see, smoking. Sounds alright now. Doesn't sound too bad now. But then if we stop the car, so now we can rev it with no hesitation whatsoever. It is smoking pretty bad out of back. We stop the car. I mean, I can even leave it. We'll leave it just 10 seconds here. Does the key work? No. Stinks, man. Start straight up. It's very smoky now. You see the smoke, it's very smoky now. Look at it. Could be a leaking injector, maybe, I don't know. It's very smoky now, like very, very, very smoky. Very hazy. So with all the smoke, I thought it'd be a good idea to look at the injector correction. And these are the codes that I'm getting back from the computer. So it'll start very reluctantly when it's cold. You can crank it and crank it and crank it. It's coming up on Diagbox that it's getting fuel pressure and that it obviously it does eventually start. Now when it's hot, if you leave it half an hour, so it's fine when it's hot and it will restart if you stop it, but if you leave it between 15 minutes and half an hour, it just cranks and it's getting no fuel pressure. The only reason I know that is because if I take this Jubilee clip off and I spray a little bit of Easy Start in there, it'll start on the Easy Start and then it'll immediately die. It doesn't stay running even if I can get it started on Easy Start. So it's definitely fuel related because it will start on the Easy Start, or possibly even compression related, but realistically it's got to be fuel related. I've disconnected the EGR valve for now and I've just blanked it off. I've got a real blanking plate that I'm going to put on in a moment. And yeah, so my thoughts are it's high pressure fuel pump, or it's the injectors that are knackered, or it's the electronics, possibly, as in the under bonnet fuse box, that are stopping it from starting. The only code that I get is P0215, and it says that it's a power relay or a main relay. Well, from what I've looked at, it's in the under bonnet fuse box in there. But if you know anything else about this, if you could help me, that would be great. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fuel filter off, because I've heard that they can have a bit of swarfing, and if it's got swarfing, then it's the high pressure fuel pump that's breaking up, or so I understand. But any help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So I'm just having a look at a leak off test. This is my setup. Just put some boost tube out of a boost gauge. I've just cut it and put it on the return side on the injectors, so we'll see if it's minute 30 left. Minute 30 left on this test. These are the results, all within 30 millilitres. Roughly the same amount from each one as well. So guys, we've had a breakthrough on this Citroen C5. Basically, we're just draining all of the diesel, right, out of the tank. Because what we did is we smelt in the fuel filler cap, and we just took this primer bulb off. Took a sample of the fuel. It's petrol, guys. So fingers crossed, if we can drain it all out, if we can get some diesel in there, fingers crossed it's not damaged the pump or the injectors. Hopefully that's going to be the fix. So we're going to drain it out now It's only got a quarter of a tank in it anyway, so probably means that they've ran it on 3/4 of a tank with a mix of petrol and diesel. But as you can see, we've got his oil siphon, and we're draining the tank as much as we can anyway. We're going to fill it, basically brim it with diesel, and then hopefully all that smoking should stop and it should start on the button. So I'll keep you updated. So guys, I'm ecstatic, yeah, or at least at the moment. I've had it running about 10 minutes. I've put 20 quid's worth of diesel in it. I've just blipped the throttle just to clear out any remaining petrol. It now revs much easier, it starts much easier. It had like a bit of a misfire between 2.5 and 3,000 RPM. There's no misfire. Obviously it needed to clear the smoke out, but now there's not even a drop of smoke. So it is a bit warmer, don't get me wrong, it didn't smoke anywhere near as bad when the car was warmed up. So what I'm going to do, normally if you leave it 15-20 minutes after it's warmed up, it wouldn't restart. So what I'm going to do is just see if it's going to restart after 15-20 minutes. So fingers crossed. So far guys, it's looking really, really good. The engine sounds healthy, it sounds fantastic. Nearly up to temperature. Obviously I've drained all the diesel out, or the petrol out actually, so we are nearly empty. But I've just put like 10 litres in it just to see if it would run. I did disconnect the MAF sensor. I'm just going to clear any codes, read the car, and yeah. But the only issue now is that it's unfortunately run out of MOT, so I just need to get it on a ramp. I just need to have a quick look underneath it, check there's nothing it's going to immediately fail on, get it in for the MOT, and then that's it, boys. Yeah, new daily driver. So at the moment, I've spent 50 quid on it, right? 20 quid of fuel, 20 quid was a crank sensor, because it was coming up with a crank sensor fault. So, you know, it may have been a problem, may not. And then what else did I spend 10 quid on? A blanking plate, EGR blanking plate. So at the moment, 50 quid. This car owes me 325 quid. I'm absolutely over the moon. Now, don't get me wrong, there's still a couple of problems with it, assuming that it restarts and whatnot. The fan doesn't work, which it is actually an issue. I don't really care about it, but it is an issue because I can't demist the windscreen. So when it gets all misty or icy or whatnot, I can't actually demist it. Now, as far as I'm aware, it's probably the resistor. I think there's a resistor on the fan on these, so I'll obviously order one of those. And then the last thing, which is not an issue but is an issue, on the last MOT, it had an advisory for corroded or rusty suspension pipes. So I need to get underneath it, just have a look at them and see if we can do anything with it. But yeah, I'll report back to you when I've basically gone and had a cup of tea and see if it's going to still restart. I am really hopeful though, because at the moment it's running better than it ever has. Alright, I'll report back. So this is the real test, guys. It's been sitting for 20 minutes. It was warmed up. Obviously I warmed the car up, and if it restarts, I'm going to call it fixed. So it really did not want to start when it was warmed up after sitting for 20 minutes. So we'll just have a see what it does. If it starts, I'm going to call it fixed. No. It did start. Okay. So it did start, but it took quite a bit of cranking when it was warm. Interesting. Very interesting. Any smoke? So it's the next day. She's been sitting overnight. Let's see. This is the real test now. See if it's going to start. If it starts first time, then it's 100% fixed. one more heater just in case makes any difference. Beautiful. Best it's ever started. A little bit rough just to start. A little bit rough like. But it could be because it's still got some petrol in it. I haven't changed the fuel filter yet. It could be just because it's cold as well. But that's the best it's ever started. Started first time, it didn't crank forever. It's definitely a lot better. I mean, it still might need some, might be down on an injector or, I don't know, or the high pressure pump or something. Because it's still running. Oh, there we go, it's cleared now. Best thing to do with a cold engine is rev it, eh? But that's it. See if there's any smoke. Tiny bit, but don't forget I've blanked off the EGR valve as well. I think that's probably an injector that. I'm gonna go get my computer, we'll see what it's saying on correction values, and we'll go from there. So these are my injector values now, after obviously taking the petrol out of it. So I'm quite happy with it. Way less, I mean. I've just blipped the throttle there, they all go to minus 1.96, but on idle, they're anywhere from 5 to 25. But it's not misfiring, it's not doing anything. I haven't changed the fuel filter yet. So the one thing still that is just slightly an issue, if I blip the throttle, I get like a sticking point at like 1500 there. See, it's cleared that time. Every now and then it'll stick at 1500 RPM and sort of not go past it. But mate, I'm over the moon with this, to be fair. So at the moment, there, it did it then off camera, bloody hell. At the moment, it's cost 325 quid. It's a running, driving car that's had a water pump, it's had a cam belt, it's had a clutch, it's been well maintained. We'll just have to see if it's done any damage to the pump or the injectors, but I need to get some more diesel in it, because obviously I've got a very small amount of diesel in it. I need to get some more diesel in it, take it for a run, and see what happens after that. But yeah, over the moon. Super happy so far anyway. So this is our first icy day in a little while. Proper ice. So since we've changed the fuel in this car from petrol to diesel, let's give it a go and see how it starts, or if it'll start when it's cold. Give it a glow plug, check that the glow plug goes. Oh yes, happy with that. Ooh. Now the airbag light is on because I've unplugged the glove box to investigate why the fan isn't working here. But I'm really happy with how the car runs now, and I just need to get it for the MOT. I need to fix the fan, and then we should be good to go. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.